Hello, and welcome back to Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. On the last episode, we finished the video game, but we are going to continue playing the video game because we love Sonic Adventure 2, and the battle has yet to begin. So, the reason we're coming back, there's a couple things, but our first matter of business is we're going to go get all the power-ups that we missed for every single character, because we missed 2 power-ups on every single character. So I went and installed some extra mods to the game, so we can have some fun, do some model swaps, some skin swaps. And this is the Sonic R model ported into the game by Shadowith117. Once again, all the mods that I'm using are in the description. So we have a lot of levels to go to, since it's going to be 12 levels, since it's 2 for each character for all the things we missed. So I'm just going to kind of skip around, and I figured we could play with these new models, take a good look at them, and then, get a move on. So I saw the Sonic R model and just love the low poly feel for it. And also, that's so cool that the power-ups actually show on the model. They don't really attach to the model all that correctly, but that's fine. I assume that we just wouldn't see the power-ups on the models, and we'd have to take a look at what the power-ups look like afterwards. Oh, let me just turn this on. Oh, we can light dash here. I mean, I guess there are going to be new things that we didn't see previously due to our new power-ups, which, so most of the power-ups we got, actually, maybe about half the power-ups we missed were because I didn't have the power-up that we needed at the time to unlock it, and the other half is just I missed it for whatever reason. Ah yes, to run down the wall, and actually run, and not fall. I'm pretty sure we fell in the recording. If y'all remember the first episode, I did a boo-boo, and mistakes happened, and we didn't get to see... wait, that's not what I'm trying to say. The first episode, boo-boo happened, game glitched out, we didn't... recording glitched out. We didn't get to see the actual first recording. And we get the magic hand, which lets us capture an enemy and a ball. I don't think I've ever seen this power up in this video game. I mean, to be fair, my memory of this game, as you all have noticed, pretty spotty. So, well, I guess if I just homing attack it, we won't get to see what it does. Now, how do we... It said we could do something and we would get the magic hand. I mean, maybe there needs to be an enemy around to make it active. Let's see what the Mystic Melody does. I couldn't remember what it was called. I was going to say Magic Melody, but no, it's Mystic, not Magic. Get to... Oh, does this just take us back up the running wall? There's a beetle with a boingy spring pad. I mean, I should probably know this by now, but a boingy, a spring pad, it's the same thing. Where the hell is this going, actually? It's interesting that this doesn't lead to the power-up, because it seems like a bigger woohoo secret than just, coming back and being able to break the thing. Oop, and we get to come up here. Okay, so let's see, what is in here? All that for a single extra life, really, huh? That was a strange secret. I mean, we get to fall down the wall again. Very strange, interesting, whatever. I guess that's it for this level. So, this is going to be just kind of... I looked up where the power-ups were, because obviously I wasn't finding them, and could not remember all the locations in the game. Actually, can we just bounce up this now? We'll probably just, make the bounce up here, now that we have the bounce bracelet. We didn't have it the first time we, played the level. So this is just going to be real cash. We're going to go through, we're going to find all the extra power-ups that we missed. We're also going to be doing Chao stuff. I don't know to what extent we're going to be doing Chao stuff, because there's a lot of Chao things, and I don't think I'm going to win all the Chao races and stuff like that. Because like I said, I'm not interested in 100%ing this game. I just want to, have a little bit of fun and get to see all the cool things, and maybe we'll use more mods and cheat codes to see more weird fun stuff. And I don't need to kill all these robots. I don't want their things, because like I said, we're going to do Chao stuff, and I'm going to stick to what we've been doing. We're going to make Zippy a Hero Chao. Chiron will be a Dark Chao. So while we're playing as, the hero characters, we'll take care of Zippy, and we'll ignore Chiron, unfortunately. Just to expedite the process. We do have those trees that we've been growing, and there's Big the Cat. Goodbye, Big the Cat. I wish we could have found all the Big the Cats in the game, but he's a little too wily for me. We did find a lot of the big cats, but there are more Big the Cats than you could ever imagine in this video game. And since I'm not worried about speed, I'm going to come over here and whistle to, get another skunk. And I don't know why I shut up like, oh yeah, now I need to cut away, but now we're going to go to the Chao Garden to do stuff. At one point, I was planning on doing separate episodes of like Chao episode, power-up episode.
Just made it.
I mean, that was better than we did the first time, so that's good. I was planning on doing Chao episodes and then like power-up episodes and then like, okay, well, I'm going to record it in one bit and I'll just cut them together like that. But no, we'll just keep doing it this way. If it was just a full episode of nothing but Chao nonsense, that would probably just kind of be a little obnoxious, and our trees still not in a usable state. I think we just got to keep playing more and more levels until they just eventually do their thing, and it'll be good. Either that or the trees are just not ever going to work because they're growing strangely. I mean, I assume they're growing properly. It just doesn't look right. So Zippy. What are we going to do with Zippy? Let's give him the skunks first, because, you know, I'm not super into the effects that the skunks give. Oh yeah, you can swim now, so I guess it's not a problem for you to fall in there. And you can't merge with the animals. You can't give them a little kissy kiss and steal their essence. Very, very Kirby-like now that you think about it. I mean, you know, the Chao, very small, very cute. They seem to have some, you know, dark lore when you consider, like, their connection to Chaos and the stuff. Chaos and the stuff, you know, from Sonic Adventure 1. You learn all about Chaos and the stuff. Now, I'm guessing that we can't get a tail on Zippy in his current state, since... No, please don't replace the bunny ears. Oh, I knew it the second I saw it. I was like, that's going to replace the bunny ears. Luckily, we do have another bunny. Like, nope. Well, I guess I can give this to you regardless, because I don't want to... Do not want to interact with Chiron. Don't want, you know, these heroes to affect his development into a proper villain. Yeah, but I don't know, like, missing legs, what kind of developments Zippy will be missing out on. Like, he probably can't have a tail. I mean, obviously, he can't have feet. Please wake up. I need you to eat this badger. Kiss the badger, not eat it. They don't eat them. They kiss them. They steal their abilities. And I'm pretty sure this is where he started off at the beginning of this. So there's a lot of stuff to Chao's, and I went and looked into it, and there's a lot of, like, oh, that's nice, the cute little horn. I am feeling this look for you, Chiron. Zippy, sorry. My children are different. Have a fruit to forget that I'm a terrible, terrible father. So Chao are weird. Like, there's a whole, like, evolutionary cycle to them where it's like, oh, you know, right now I think they're still kid Chaos. But, you know, oh, does he not like the fruit? I'm not sure. I actually installed a new thing, Chao data, so we can come in here and we can see, like, all of our Chao stuff. Like, I don't really care too much. Like I said, we're not going to go and do all of the things, but this was one of the recommended mods. And this mod, actually, because I never read it out because I didn't get it before, is by Justin 11-3D, the Chao data menu mod. And, you know, we can come in here and we can see, like, all of the things that are affecting our Chao, which is super cool. Legs are set to invisible. That's neat. And it does say he has a tail, so we'll have to take a look at it. We can come and see, like, their personality, who they like, who they don't like. Like, there's a lot of stuff here that goes into, like, how the Chao work. Like, you know, like, if they're born from certain eggs, you'll have, like, there'll be certain colors, and then you can, like, breed them and get, like, crossbreeds of, like, oh, they have, like, mixed colors, and they can, like, evolve into, like, special, like, gem Chaos and stuff. It's strange. And yeah, like, since we can't see a tail, I'm guessing the invisible legs are messing up the tail. Is your head... The head looked like it was kind of bouncing strangely. I'm not sure if that was just me being stupid, but it looked... Actually, if I carry you out of here, is it going to kick me out? Or will I be allowed to go... Okay, cool. We are just in Chao World now. I wasn't sure if it was going to act like it did when you finished a main stage in the game, when it would just, you know, like, boot us out. Because I want to come here and go to the health center. Like, I mean, we have that Chao data menu, so it's probably not worth, like, coming in here to check what's up with our Chao. Oh no, your Chao is very healthy. I feel like we've seen this before. Because I feel like earlier in the series, oh, Crybaby, and then Crybaby Zippy likes square fruit. That's very sweet. I feel like there was a point very early on in this Let's Play where I was like, uh-oh, what if something's wrong with our Chao? I should come to the doctor. And then just ultimately forgot about it. What happens if you take your baby to the black market? What if you sell the baby on the black market? Sell items. Well, that's good. I didn't have anything to sell. I just had curiosity. And we know what curiosity in the cat. And you know, we could buy fruits and stuff. Like, we've already gone over, like, oh yeah, if we grow... if we buy fruit, like, this is what I think we went over it, where I found out, like, oh, eating's the only way to up their endurance. Now we know Zippy likes the square fruit. I mean, I guess we could just buy one for Zippy, since Zippy likes it. And then eventually we can start feeding them hero square fruit. Yeah, let's just give me a square fruit. We can start buying hero fruits and such, you know, with time. So my plan for these episodes were to do all our hero power-ups in an episode and all the dark power-ups in another episode. I'm not sure if it'll end up working out that way, but you know, we'll just give it a shot, see where we end up. I imagine we might end up skipping a lot of this Chao stuff as we go forward. Oh, look, see, he really likes that because we got him his favorite fruit. Are these? They looked big, so I wasn't sure if they were done. We might end up just cutting out future Chao stuff, like unless something interesting happens. Like, you know, if Chiron or Zippy decide they want to evolve. Because really, like I said, I'm not too worried about, I actually kind of wanted to pet him there. God, his head is so wobbly, and I have a sinking feeling I know why that's happening, but we'll talk about it when it's relevant, I guess. But yeah, let's move on. Let's go get Sonic's next power-up. And I know where it is off the top of my head. I don't have to look at my notes to know that we need to go to Green Forest. I just knew that because I'm really smart. Also, I love the map in this game. Just being able to see where everything is in relation to each other. I just enjoy that stuff. I do wish Cannon's Core like had a special icon to show that it was multiple characters. But you know, if it was going to show like one, you know, obviously, you know, Sonic's the big boy of the video game, so of course he gets the treatment. Oh, this is a mean power-up. I looked up where the power-ups were. I would have never found this power-up previously. Oh yeah, shit, we need to try out our power-ups. I completely forgot about the magic hand. Okay, so we have the light attack that lets us... So this is like light speed dash? Like we already had like the homing attack light speed dash thing, but now we're able to do a thing with it. Let's figure it out. Okay, so we're able to do the light attack. Yeah, okay, so this is like... it's like the light speed dash from Sonic 1, Adventure 1. Because like in that one you get light speed dash, which we have. It's the thing that lets us go past the ring. The lines, the trail lines of rings. You can like zip across them, and that's what makes you do it. And the light attack is like an attack version of that. So now like I let it go, and it'll maybe not on the ground. Oh, I whistled and a thing came out of somewhere. That was interesting. So what it's supposed to do, and I don't know if these can shoot us. I think they have a gun on them if they were able to shoot us. Yeah, it like light speed dash attacks them. Now we need to try out the magic hand next time we see an enemy. We'll see if we can get that to work, because I have no clue what that move does. I can't even, like, in my mind's eye, pretend that I know what it would look like. And there's just a ring over here. That's strange. I was going to say maybe it had something to do with, like, Big, because apparently, like, when they took Big out of the... they took Big out of the GameCube version of this, you know, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. And then apparently he got replaced with a ring in a lot of spots. Oh, okay, so you look at an enemy, they turn into a little ball, and then you can throw... That's a very strange, like, almost like a kind of a weird debug idea power-up. But it kind of rules. Magic hand. Yeah, damn, that's a cool power-up. I like that a lot. I don't know how useful it is, but it's cool, and I like it. Also, I don't know how useful these power-ups, or not power-ups, these one-ups are going to be. Also, don't know how useful these power-ups are going to be. In fact, like, looking at it, like, I'm not really sure why we're doing this, like, going after the power-ups, other than it seemed interesting to me to go after power-ups. It's not like it's going to be, like, particularly useful for us or anything. Oh, and there was a balloon down there. Huh, weird. Ooh, so Zippy managed to get the fireball over his head thanks to the fishy. That's apparently what the fishy does, is gives you a fireball instead of a pom-pom. You know, it's cool. I do wish the pom-pom would have looked better on, or fire would have looked cooler on Chiron, since, you know, he's dark and edgy, and, you know, fireballs are dark and edgy. I love that both of our children love to swim, even if I sometimes get their name mixed up. It happens. You know, my mom couldn't keep my or my sister's name straight. Or sometimes, you know, you get called the dog's name. It happens. It happens to everybody. These are normal things that happen to everybody. Everybody has been called Sweetie Pie because of the dog, not because your mom was like, oh, you know, you're my sweetie. No, it was because the dog's name was Sweetie Pie. And she knew. I could see it in her eyes. She knew she called me the dog's name. So we're done with Sonic, I guess. I mean, I guess we could play with Zippy a bit more, but we do have other characters to play with Zippy. I'm sorry, Chiron lovers out there. He will get his time to shine once we go back to the dark, evil way. But at the moment, we are hero, good. It's time to flex our muscles because it's time to be our good friend, Nucky. Except Nucky has become an even better friend to us. Here is Wario, a Wario mod using Wario's model from Wario World, made by Baby Luigi on Fire. And now we can just live the high life as Wario, the way the game is meant to be played. You know, you hear about a treasure hunter. You hear about a very handsome and strong treasure hunter, and I accidentally got the good rock thing that we were supposed to get. That's not what I was looking for. I was looking for, I think, this. Is this what we're looking for? There's somewhere in this level that we can dig through that we couldn't... You know, we didn't have the shovel claw when we first played this level. And now we're able to dig through something. I guess we'll find it. We may... Well, I was going to say we may end up accidentally finding all of the emeralds first. Okay, this got to be it. This is the thing that we can, like, climb through. We may I was worried we'd end up finding all the emeralds and then just kind of be good. Okay, so Mystic Melody is the first power-up you can find as Nucky. I believe that's actually pretty similar. Oh shit, there was a dragon up there. I'm gonna go back. I'm going back for that dragon. Actually, this warped us to a totally different part of the stage. Let's go ahead and get this this Chow thing while we're here. I'm gonna go back and get that dragon, and then I guess beat the stage. Because you know, we're helping out. We're helping out Zippy right now. I suppose we could get Zippy some. Oh, I think that warp was actually still back there. I don't think we need to do what I'm doing, which is just going back to where we came from. I'm pretty sure that warp still existed. We would have been fine. And I think the emerald's in one of these. The thing went red downstairs, so I think we... Oh, I accidentally interacted with the thing. I think the last... Or, well, the last emerald, with, you know, actually the middle emerald. I think it's downstairs in the starting area. You know, not too important. We're here to get dragons and stuff. I hope the dragon didn't, like, despawn. Because I only saw it... Yeah, there we go. How many? We didn't see a whole lot of dragons playing through this game. Like, I remember we were able to get a few and gave them to Chiron. And I would love to give him more dragon, since, you know, he kind of has a dragon thing going on. We could get rid of whatever his pinker feet are for, like, some dragon feet. Because, you know, while it's still pink, it's not the same kind of pink, and we could make it, like, you know, aesthetic, etc., whatever. You know, we're trying to aestheticize our children, which I assume is what you do with your children. You get to dress them up. You get to decide their levels and powers and stuff. And that's why you have kids. You know, as a person who's played Pokemon for basically my entire life, I think I understand children. You only birth the children that you really, really want, and the ones that are, you know, subpar, you just release them into the wild. That's how you do children. That's how I was raised. That's how we all wish we were raised. And there's an emerald somewhere around here. I'll find it.
Yeah, oh yeah, Wario wins.
Give up the emerald or die. I don't love you. That's a fucking lyric. The raps in this game are great. Yeah, that was a good C rank thing. You know, they're great. They're silly. They're fun. They've got the lyrics we crave, the good stuff. And you know, we're gonna come in here. We're gonna take care of our children. But there's also... Wait, did you definitely just breathe fire? We've seen that before, and I've forgotten. So apparently there's like little things you can find in the grounds of the gardens. Like if you dig around, you can find like little hats and stuff for your chows. I believe we did it once and we found like a ring. I'm not just going to sit here and do this systematically because I would get bored. But, you know, I just wanted to try it out and see if we could just dig around, see if our good friend Wario could find... I just noticed the air breather thing underneath his neck. Oh, that looks very odd. It is interesting to see that the power-ups carrying over to like these modded models. I didn't think that it would work that way. I'd realized, like, right before starting to record, like, oh wait, shit, I'm gonna get all these power-ups and we won't even be able to see them. But luckily, they're coming through on the models, and it's great. In fact, you know, honestly, well, I was gonna say the hammer gloves might look better on Wario's hands than it did Knuckles, but Wario's hands are kind of a mess at the moment. Sorry, Wario. It's not your fault. There's just a lot of things happening on your hands at the moment. Come on, Zippy. Here's the good hero, Wario. As we all know, we've always known that Wario, of course, he's the hero. Of course. Oh, the cheetah ears are actually pretty cute. I know I probably should just, like, find something I'm happy with for Zippy, but I don't know. There's just so many possible combinations we could do. And just, you know, Zippy's always been our experimental child. They're very happy to just, you know, kiss every single animal and see what happens to them, which that's the sign of a good child. A good child, to me, kisses every animal they meet. They steal their powers. They make up a song that's like Secret Agent Man, but about Kirby. That was a weird commercial, and I don't know why. That commercial's just like imprinted itself on me forever. The Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland commercial, where it sounds like where it's just like Secret Agent Man. Do you two have different horns? No? Okay, so yeah, Zippy's got like the ram horns, dragon hands, and then like I think those are dragon wings. You both have dragon hands, but you have like the dragon horns, which that's a pretty good look. It's sad, but I think we might have to get rid of the legless, you know, the legless thing for Zippy, because I think it is interfering with his potential as a Chao who could have things. It seems, you know, the no leg look it's very cool. Are you asleep? How would you like to wake up and eat an orange? I know it's not a square fruit, your favorite, but I would like you to eat it regardless, just so you can love me more, because I need you to love me more, so you can like evolve, and then we can see what I ultimately wanted to see. Oh my god, we can ultimately see what I wanted to see with his hair does not like gliding. We can see what I wanted to see with the Chaos, which is the alternate gardens. So this is where it's going to get rough. We got to go back to Meteor Herd. Also, the Rouge level, whose name I could never figure out, is Mad Space. Yeah, Mad Space. Could not remember the name of that level the entire time. I was just like, Space Herd? Yeah, I knew it had the word space, and I knew it wasn't Meteor Herd, but it just threw me for a loop. And now this one, I don't entirely understand the instructions from the guide that I was using. Didn't entirely understand the instructions. It said something about we got to go to the center structure, and there'll be like a door we can break with a meteor. So I guess we'll just, you know, we'll pal around, we'll figure it out. I don't know if we want to go into this middle thing, which is, it's cool that this middle thing is where Rouge and Knuckles fight. It's just in the level. It's very neat. Yeah, there's a gray door, and there's a meteor. Oh, I guess there's a bunch of meteors. We can just punch it into it, and maybe it'll open the door. So let's just punch and see what happens. Well, nothing happened. So I don't know if that means I messed up, or if these respawn in, like when we like look away. Because like I'm punching it into things, and things aren't breaking. So I'm not sure if I'm doing this incorrectly, if this isn't the right spot. You know, we'll figure it out. We'll play around and figure it out. And also, it's interesting because like this mechanic didn't. Oh, here we go. This mechanic didn't do anything in the. This mechanic didn't do anything in the actual level. I don't remember having to hit the meteors to break open a thing, but they use it for, you know, a hidden little area. So that's pretty neat. We can come in here and get the best power up in the entire game, sunglasses, which you can't see due to Wario's hat. So it's funny. Every time I turn this game on, it gives me the a like little like game tip for how to play the game. The game tip it always gives me is how to activate the sunglasses, which we never got. And they look so great on Knuckles, because it just means Knuckles just permanently has sunglasses on the top of his head, which unfortunately a downside of Wario is you can't see the sunglasses underneath the hat, which is a little unfortunate. How the hell are we supposed to get out here? Because this is a incline. I don't think we can climb up. Oh, we can. Okay, it's been like a week or so since I actually finished the game, so I don't remember anything about the game anymore. My brain's about my Sonic the Adventure Hedgehog 2 game, just totally brain gone. Oh, there have actually been some developments vis-a-vis me and Sonic since we last spoke. So before I cut away to explore Meteor Hell, because I hate this level so much, What's the? Oh my god, that running animation, so good. Love to see him go. That Wario. Some developments. I rewatched the Sonic OVA, the like Sonic CD, which I believe I accidentally called Sonic Boom at one point, forgetting that Sonic Boom is also a video game and not just the song from Sonic CD. Very different video games. I rewatched that OVA again. Still very good. It's very strange. Very, very like, oh, this is like early. Oh, I thought this actually had a Wario life icon. Maybe that was a different mod, or maybe one of my other mods is messing with it. 'Cause, you know, having multiple mods on at the same time like messes with things. In fact, there were some mods I actually couldn't get to work, which made me really sad because there were some that I was very excited to use. There's an emerald somewhere around here. Oh, there it is. The movie good. How did we? Oh, there's a missile over there that we used to shoot this thing, which I still don't really understand the purpose of. Like, it has something to do with making that uppy downy thing go uppy downy. And I still also super do not understand these, other than like maybe to signify it could be a place that you could like. Wait, why didn't the missile destroy it? Did I not stand on the? I just didn't stand on the button long enough to actually fire the missile. I see. It was like a charge up thing. It wasn't like a you just push it and it good. I see. Yeah, Sonic OVA, good movie. Nice animation. I watched the English dub, and those English dub voices are just so good. Like basically every like Sonic, Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails all have like a high pitched nasally, which is really good. And it's so strange because while looking into the movie, like to try and find it and stuff, I saw like a Wikipedia article where they were like, oh yeah, this was made. It was a Sonic OVA thing that was just made. And it was an OVA, it was 2 episodes, and then here it got edited down into a single like movie, which is a good call, even though you can obviously tell where an episode ends and the next one begins. Let's get both a flying seal and an emerald as soon as it works out. But they brought it over here to America around like the launch of like the Dreamcast and Sonic Adventure 1 to promote the game, which is strange in hindsight. Like at least for me that like they were trying to promote this game and didn't just get the voice actors from the game to do it. Like, I mean, maybe there's like union stuff like, oh, these voice actors can only act in these kinds of things, or maybe that kind of like consideration of, oh yeah, we should have a the character voice should be the same across multiple medium, video game, anime, whatever. Maybe just that consideration wasn't like bothered with, because like, hey, who gives a shit? And I give a shit. That's the answer I have for you, Bubby. But I don't know. It was fun. It was nice. Also, I mentioned it a couple times. Tyson Hesse, like the artist person who did the like Nipples, the Enchida Echidna comic that got really famous. And just like I've mentioned that, but I don't think I have ever stopped and said like, I feel like Tyson Hesse, and like this isn't like a radical opinion or anything. I feel like this is a pretty standard opinion. I feel like they understand Sonic like the most, like they just get the way Sonic looks and feels so good. And honestly, the thing that kind of like made me like interested in Sonic as a character concept again. Oh yeah, I forgot we can just get sniped by meteors in here. The thing that like made me go like, oh shit, no, Sonic is cool. Like again, after like years of just kind of like, oh yeah, Sonic, whatever. Was the Sonic, I believe it's called Sonic Mega Drive. It was like a comic, like in the style of like classic Sonic, that Tyson Hesse was a part of, and just like reading that comic, I love. Oh, it's weird. It was going in a circle. I love that comic. It was very good. It unfortunately. Oh, I didn't use the sunglasses actually. I suppose we will be playing more Nucky levels, and we'll figure out how to use the sunglasses. Despite having seen that stupid thing, every single time I turn on the game, I could not put out the sunglasses. Whoops. We'll figure it out. That'll be fine. In fact, let's go back into the level right now. And let's just figure out how to use the sunglasses so it isn't, a couple more episodes of not using the thing. Okay, so just push them. Oh, damn it, I didn't get a Chow key, so we can't go take care of our children. I don't think we really got anything all that interesting since we didn't find a Chow key now. Huh? Because it's supposed to be you press Y and then, oh, here we go. I press Y, and you can like go through the things. Oh, hell yeah! Now the sunglasses come down. Oh, and they're on the wrong place on his face. But it's kind of like he's like doing the thing where you bring the sunglasses down to be a little seductive. And this says it makes hidden item. Oh, it stops when you jump. That's a shame. It says it's supposed to make hidden items visible. I don't entirely know what that means. If it's like, oh, if something was buried, we wouldn't be able to see like, oh, here it is underneath the ground, or maybe there are just like invisible things that, you know, I've never been able to see thanks to not having the sunglasses. This is great. I love it. I mean, this apparently serves a purpose in that it helps you find things. It reminds me of like, you know, Super Mario Sunshine, which, you know, came out after this game, where you could just get sunglasses to tint the shade of the game because you're on a vacation, so you can tint it. And also, as you got more shine sprites, you know, it got brighter. So it was like, oh, well, if you want to make it less bright, here's sunglasses, which, you know, probably should have been built into a options menu as like accessibility thing. But, you know, whatever. It was the GameCube. People weren't as smart about things being accessible and stuff. Cannot get over that hair. That's good. Also, the Chow Data thing just has a small glitch that replaces the menus with the word Chow Data, even though it's still like exit stage. But there we go. Tails time. Okay, so we're going back to fucking prison as the sweet baby Tails himself. Gotta go to prison. So the model we're using here is an interesting one. It is a model called like Festive Halloween, and it's interesting in that. Actually, how the hell did we get up there? Oh, maybe there was... Actually, let's just restart, because there were probably two boxes there, and I just blew up the box that we needed to stand on, and I just wasn't paying attention. Yeah, there's two boxes here, so we get up by blowing this up, and then we can jump up. Hooray, we can do platforming. I can use my brain and figure things out. Okay, so this game had, like, special Halloween, like, outfits, and it also had, like, Christmas outfits. That was, like, downloadable or something, because the Dreamcast did, like, online stuff, so you would download it, and then you'd be able to use it like on Halloween or whatever the heck, I don't know. But this is a mod of that pack, and I should actually look over, where is it? Festive Halloween outfits by Ike, Ilex, and End User, which is just it just takes those like Halloween outfits and kind of updates them very slightly. So like, I believe Tails is one in the his like little tornado, that's what you call his mech, and the like original version was just orange, and this kind of, you know, gave it like the black to kind of like, oh yeah, make it more Halloweeny, which is fun. And it's basically just like it takes those original Halloween outfits and spices them up a little bit. I will say Sonic's makes him look like a complete dipshit, because I believe his original one just had him wear like a little pumpkin mask, and this one adds like a little pumpkin like tummy cover, and the tummy cover makes him just look like an absolute dipshit. They are good, and we will be seeing more of this Halloween pack on at least one more character, because one character, we'll see it next episode, because otherwise this is going to be like 2 hours long or whatever. There's a character who we're going to do some serious shame, words, deeds, etc. Hello, Big. I love Big. Big's such a good friend. Like Big. People hate Big because of the Sonic Adventure 1, which is understandable. Those fishing segments really just suck. But Big's just a big, dumb, friendly cat. How can you not love that conceptually? And I feel like, Big as like a Sonic universe, like this is just a person, a character. Person as in not people, but as in a sentient being person. You understand. Just a person that exists in this world. I love Big conceptually. They're great. And then, Big gets to shine like in Sonic Heroes, being like the powerhouse for Team Rose, Team Amy, whatever they're called. It's very good just being able to have this big dumb cat do a big like festival thing with they have like a special attack where he like spins around like a Japanese like umbrella thing, and they do like a little festival attack, and it's cool. We'll just go ahead and blow that up. Still not really sure what the deal is with those big boys. And actually, what is the deal with this? Maybe the power up we're going to get will reveal how you're supposed to uncage those. Maybe the cage goes away like after you blow up all the enemies, and we just who knows. But the power up for this at the end of the level, and I feel like I just totally got distracted. Which, I mean, that's what we're doing. We're playing video games, we're having fun, we're getting distracted. I don't know if I ever finished my thought about the Mega Drive comic. It was a great comic. It was supposed to be like 3 issues long, but it didn't actually finish. It got to issue 2, and then like I believe it was part of like the Sonic Archie comics. Like it wasn't like part of that canon or anything, but I believe when that like fell apart, like it messed up like not being able to like publish the comic, even though I think it was technically actually finished, which was a shame because I really love those comics. And I ended up like continuing to go to like comic book shops for like a couple months, like not understanding like what had happened, and then eventually like, you know, because I was like, oh, it's supposed to be out, isn't it? And then, you know, just kept looking around, just didn't find it, and then sadly found out like, oh no, you're never getting it, you're screwed. Sorry. Okay, so we can see the power up, but what do we need to do to? I think that's weird. When we're not looking, the door starts to open. I'm guessing it's saying, oh, there's an enemy in here. Is that enemy stopping this door from opening? Because I was thinking like, oh, maybe this is in a different hallway, and that was the idea. But no. There was just an enemy hiding. Now, what the hell is this laser blaster? Lock on missile power. Missile spread. Explodes, destroys enemy in a wider area. So it's just a better attack. Can it destroy that cage? I'm still not sure what is up that cage. Maybe there's like a little hidden area. Oh, I thought I just died there. Maybe there's like a hidden area somewhere that if we had hit it, like it would take us somewhere that like had like a switch or something that would remove the cage. Not entirely sure. God, going against the camera, so weird. It's so strange, you know, like, you know, earlier 3D games, like, you know, this was Sonic Adventure 2, so they had already done one. Yeah, this doesn't break it. You know, they'd already done a 3D Sonic, like, but, you know, it's still the Wild West, like, you know, even, like, up to the GameCube, people still have a hard time with 3D cameras. It's just so strange, you know, like, the ways that 3D cameras, like, worked before, like, people kind of got a better grasp on them. You know, the birth of controllers with, like, second analog sticks, like, kind of made cameras, like, so much easier to, like, oh, just give them absolute control of the camera and just don't, you know, try to script it or anything. I mean, there's still a lot of like work with cameras and like scripting and how they work. But I don't know. I'm a big fan of like the Dark Souls approach of camera ain't gonna do shit. You just can spin it around. And even then, you know, that's not a perfect decision, but at least at that point, it's like it's so minimal that it's hard to be upset about. And hey, look, Tails is a little bit different and a little bit upsetting for reasons. So Tails' model didn't change because the Festive Halloween thing only changed his robot body. So I'm using Tails' Rouge body model, Rouge Tails by Main Memory. You might notice, oh, it even does like the, like, gets up on one leg. I'm wondering if it is literally just importing like Rouge's, oh, well, I didn't want to do that, but sure. I wonder if it is literally just importing like Rouge's model and then basically just using like Rouge's stuff on Tails. I mean, we can fly while we do this. So, I don't know. It's strange. But I was just like, hey, we might as well. The Tails' tail's like clipping into his head. I don't know, for whatever reason, made me feel weird. What am I trying to say? I don't know. It's strange. It's upsetting. We'll talk about the upsetting nature of several mods next episode when it's more relevant. I was hoping that Zippy would like start to evolve or whatever. I don't know if there's anything special we have to do to get them to like the next stage. I thought like maybe you just had to max out like the good alignment or whatever. Maybe they have to hit certain levels. And damn, I just noticed how high our levels on our boy has gotten. I mean, I'm using that Chao stat multiplier, so we wouldn't have to like grind stuff up. But like our boys are so strong. Level 40, like we could like go kick. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. That's fine. I mean, we'll do some like dark influence next episode. But it's fine. God, I brought this gorilla, but I kind of don't want to give it to Zippy. I'm fine with Zippy's aesthetics. The only thing I'd want to change maybe is if we could get a tail. Oh wait, the pom-pom went back to not being on fire. That's a shame. I guess maybe like the pom-pom with the fish that does the pom-pom thing. Maybe that's a thing that you have to do later. let's actually take a look at our boy. Let's take a look at boy stats. Oh, I guess there is going. Oh god, that head jiggle, which we'll talk about some upsetting things. Yeah, his magnitude. I don't know what magnitude means. He's more run than power. He's more fly than swim. It's interesting that they're rated like that. Time remaining. That I just noticed the number time remaining, and that's a little frightening. But yeah, he's maxed out good, which is good, obviously. Wait, what does he have? Condor? He's a condor tail, which we just can't see. Press X for second menu. Oh, wow. There's the urge to cry. Fear. The fear is either minimized or max. I assume minimized. Mating desire, minimized. Tiredness, max. I guess because we're just not letting her. But his joy is empty. Oh, God, because I guess I haven't gotten them toys or anything. Oh, geez, I'm a terrible parent. Yeah, we've maxed out their alignments, but they're still not, like, digivolving. Not sure why they're not doing that. Maybe more time needs to pass. Maybe I need to buy something for them, feed them something, keep feeding them. I don't know. I assumed that it was just like alignment in time, but we've had these boys since the beginning of the video game. I have a multiplier on, and they're still not doing. Oh, hey, we got more things. Were these here like earlier, and I just didn't notice? I feel. Oh, maybe like different characters get different eggs too, because I feel like Sonic had a blue egg. Whereas I guess Tails gets like this orange egg. So yeah, we could buy these and hatch new Chao. Like, you know, this Chao would be white, this one would be gray, and they're like special colored Chao that stay that color and ignore like I believe they ignore the alignment thing where like they change with the thing. Do they have a square seed? Well, I was gonna say we could get the square seed so we could just keep bringing square fruit to our boy. But unfortunately, you know, damn things don't want to like actually like the trees don't want to grow, and I don't see the square fruit. Maybe certain characters get different items too. Weird. I mean, we could buy like a card. Oh no, we can't afford the cardboard box. Like, I believe these are hats that they can put on. Huge apple. I guess an apple is also a hat because it's very expensive. Well, all right. Wasn't expecting that. I mean, I guess we could always try and sell stuff. We could come back and try and get more emblems, but that's not exactly what we're going to do here, and we're just going to go ahead and skip that. We don't want to watch that. We're respectable people. We do not. Sorry, Tails, I shouldn't have done this to you. There's a lot of things happening to Tails, which is a little unfortunate at the moment. I thought the Rouge Body would be fun, but because of other, you know, terrible mods, some things have happened. Our last stage for the day is the hidden base. We're going to get the boy Tails. We're going to get him his final power-up, which, as you can probably guess, is Mystic Melody, since the boy has not acquired a Mystic Melody yet. I mean, we got Mystic Melody as Nucky, and that was like Nucky's like first power-up. I think this is just like a middle power-up for Tails. So it's just some interesting. Did Omochao get? I think Omochao got squished there. Omochao was very interesting and strange. Like, we did something to Omochao at one point where Omochao was like, "You motherfucker, what did you do to me?" And it made me feel very bad because I didn't want to hurt Omochao. I don't really. Well, I was gonna say I don't really need Omochao's help, but I have at several points in this Let's Play said, "Oh my God, I need Omochao's help." So I do appreciate and love Omochao. I think Omochao's cool. I'm not one of those person who's very anti helper character in video games. I tend to be pretty neutral on them because, you know, they can be fun. Like, they add like, oh, now you have this weird, like, I like the helper characters when they're like weirdos, like Ezlo and Elzo. I haven't played Minish Cap in a long time, but the hat from Minish Cap, like when you get like a helper character who's just a weirdo, that's the good stuff. IMO. That's what I want out of helper characters, is like weirdos or like sassy thing. Like, I'm just thinking about, like, you know, in the context of Zelda now, because, you know, Zelda is always the one with the helper characters, and that tends to be very controversial. Like, you know, people like the Midna, you know, she's sassy, she's fun, and she's like built into the lore of the game in a fun way. I mean, I guess they all are, like, you know, so is Vi, so, you know, they're all good. People often forget about the best helper character in any Zelda game. You know, people argue, is it Midna? Is it Ezlo? Is it the King of Redlines? Yeah. But no. It's, of course, Ghost Zelda from Phantom Hourglass. Phantom Hourglass. is kind of a disappointing game. The train stuff, I was so excited for it. And the train stuff is just kind of whatever. I think the power-up is supposed to be somewhere around here. I may need to go back and check my notes while we look around if I can't find it. But the train stuff is a little disappointing in that game. It's so strange that, like, you know, the evolution from Wind Waker to, and this is totally not the place to talk about it, but I'm going to finish this thought anyways. The evolution from Wind Waker to Phantom Hourglass to Spirit Tracks, like, the like sailing like kind of gets more obnoxious each time is a little strange, because like the sailing in, like, you know, Wind Waker is simple enough that you can just like point your boat at an island and then just kind of walk away and there's no problem. Then Phantom Hourglass, you have to pay a little bit more attention with the steering, and then you have to pay even more attention with the steering and the Spirit Tracks, because of like train stuff. And the train stuff is very involved, which can make getting around a little bit of a pain in the ass. It looks like there's stuff over there, but I feel like we might have already passed the power up. But I didn't really see anything the way we just came. So maybe I'm not entirely sure. I should just check my notes at some point. But I don't know. Like, the point of that was that Ghost Zelda was very good and fun. I liked her as a supporting character. But I believe that it's been a while since I played that game too. But I don't remember her being too overly tutorial-y. But that was also, you know, a sequel game, so maybe it just didn't have as much tutorials as, you know, some other games. I don't know. I mean, it's Zelda, so it probably had too many tutorials. But I was making a point about helper characters. I don't even really know why we got to the point of helper characters in regards to Sonic. Oh, because of Omochao. Omochao's cute. I like Omochao. Omochao is fine. Omochao's a friend. Omochao would never lead us astray. And I'm probably just going to end up getting myself killed because I feel like we passed where the power-up is. Because, yeah, Sonic, I'm sorry. Because the note said something about, like, the first checkpoint and wanting to go off along the side, but we came off along the side. We didn't see anything. Like, we can shoot that. Oh, man, we got, like, some serious air off that jump. Like, is there something, like, over here that we could have jumped to? Not entirely sure. I'm just gonna, I guess, look around for this power-up. Okay, so the note started, like, real early, talking about, like, oh, you can find it, like, at the checkpoint. But then, like, I just wasn't reading it past that point, and oh, there's just some metal blocks. Oh, it was as easy as that. Did we just not have the ability to break metal blocks here? I mean, I guess we didn't, because otherwise we probably would have walked in here. But yeah, the thing started off, like, at the checkpoint, and then it was just, like, just described going through the level. Whereas the thing that I found is just very strange in the way it described things. And just, you know, it was, you know, a little, I guess, a little inconvenient, but it was fine. You know, the guide ultimately was very helpful, said where to go. I guess my reading comprehension bad. And by reading comprehension bad, I mean, I just stopped reading because I was like, oh, it's by the first checkpoint. Gotcha. Because, you know, I didn't want to read all of it and, like, be like, oh, well, I know exactly where it is. It was just like, you know, I'll figure out, like, the about location, and then we can continue. Yes, this is the reason why I did it. I mean, this is actually legitimate, like, the reason why I did it. And I'm not just trying to cover up for my bad reading, because I will just go ahead and fully admit that, you know, my reading I should just sit down and, like, read more or something. Maybe that'll make my reading get better. Because just as I've gotten older, just my, like, patience for reading and just, like, ability to sit down and just, like, yes, I'm going to just take in what the words are saying has just gotten worse. And even when I do, it's just like you'll read a bunch of, like, I don't know how much of that actually stuck. And from what I understand, a lot of it's probably stress induced, and I just have the miraculous ability to stress myself out over literally nothing. You know, good old anxiety and such. You know, wait, was there I saw something green back here. Yeah, I saw it. You know, everybody's dealing with their anxiety and depressions nowadays. And I don't know why I had to bring up that part, other than I would guess just mean like, yeah, you know, this is an understandable thing that we all go through. You know, I think about this from time to time, and you know, we're playing Sonic Adventure 2. Let's have some fun. Let's talk about things before. Oh, I saw the music notes and thought something like an animal spawned in. It's so fun, or not fun. Well, it's funny. I enjoy it. It gives me a hoot to think about. You know, just talking about stuff with Let's Plays. It's just funny because it's the same kind of like stuff as like, you know, like just you accidentally like therapy yourself where you just sit down and have to talk and then like have to contend with things. I was like, oh shit, is this the way I am? But you know, of course, we don't have a professional here. Well, I'm the but not that kind of professional. What was the point of coming here? Was this just like a one? Was all of this just to find a secret one-up? This was all for a secret one-up, wasn't it? These Mystic Melody things are confusing. I thought they'd be like super badass shortcuts. Like, oh, these are these are the shortcuts you want to take to be able to like beat the game super quick. I mean, there is a cool Chow thing here, which is neat. I do appreciate that. But it's just strange. I thought like the Mystic Melody would be like, here's your really good shortcut, and now we're dead. I keep falling in the sand and immediately dying, which is a shame. For Tails, I mean, fine for us. We have a ton of lives. It is a shame. I'm sorry to have murdered you and then said it didn't matter to me. Tails, you matter. I think you're cool. Yeah, it's just funny to accidentally therapy yourself while you're doing a good old Let's Play of the Sonic Adventure 2. Because you sit down and you just have to talk out your problems because they're related to Sonic Adventure 2. Yeah, okay. You know, sometimes it's like that. You're sinking in the quicksand, and all you have to say is, okay, played twice, all over each other, creating a nice echo. Alright, we're at the end of the level, and I remember there being several levels where there was like a little woohoo secret at the end. He just, you know, felt the need to check it. It looks like it might have just been like extra points for dealing with the Badnik monkeys. It didn't seem like there was like a hidden Chow crate or anything. I think I did only get 2 Chow crates there. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. So we now have all the hero characters' power-ups.
I gotta do better next time.
I'm doing my best, Tails. And honestly, I don't know if we'll actually be playing as Tails again in the main story. I didn't really have plans for... Like I said, we're not going to complete this game because it sounds like a pain in the ass. But, you know, I wanted to get all the power-ups just because that seemed important to me. So that might have actually been the last time we were going to play as Tails, unfortunately. I brought all these animals back, and that's actually not what I wanted to do because I actually really like this look that we got going for Zippy here. So I guess it's just time to do our boy dirty, if he'll wake up, and just keep giving him stuff. I'm not sure if this will make him like evolve. Like, he's already hit the point where he's a very powerful boy. And maybe it's just like age based at this point for him to evolve. Because like I guess before we end the episode, because you know the episode will end with some Chow stuff. Maybe we'll go do like Chow karate. Maybe we'll save that for next time. I don't know. Chow karate is like the only Chow thing I haven't actually done, I believe. I think we've done everything else. Oh, that cheetah looks actually pretty good. But I will not stop there. I need you to wake up. I wish we had gotten one of the skull dogs, because if we got a skull dog, we could, you know, get our boy He-Leg back. And once he got He-Leg back, we could do more with like figuring out like how to make him actually look like something. Because at the moment, you know, not having legs is usurping a lot of like his ability to have things. I'm not sure if he can have wings like this, because it seems like just a lot of his body is being overwritten by this this body without the legs. Come to me, Tiger. I need you, Tiger. Was he tiger based earlier and I said cheetah? I don't know. The big cats, they're all great cats. It's hard to keep them separate, which one's which. And I think we're out of animals. I think we've done all the animals, and these damn trees still haven't grown. I was so sure that we just play a couple more levels and these trees would grow. But no, these trees are like those fruit look pretty damn big to me. Am I just not shaking the stick right? Like, because you know, I'm just holding the stick in one direction, and Tails will just shake like that. If I, you know, wiggle it, I'm wiggling it wildly. Nothing different happening. I don't know, because like if I come over here, I'm pretty sure I've tested this before. You can just hold the thing and they'll fall down. Yeah, they'll just fall down. It's not a problem. He didn't want to eat all this fruit, so I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it just takes way longer than it realistically should. Maybe I'm just bad. Maybe I'm doing something wrong with the Chow, and that's why they're not evolving. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little itty-bitty fruit over to the black market, see if we can sell it. See if... Oh, well, we're still Tails, so I don't think we'll have access to the square fruit if the character thing is really true. Because we saw square fruit while we were... Was it when we were Wario, or was it when we were Sonic? I think we were still Sonic. Yeah, I mean, I see square seeds. I don't remember seeing those before. So maybe the items are just like slightly randomized. I don't know. Oh, it's worth 10 rings, so it's not like not all that lucrative. It'd just be easier to play levels over and over again if we needed rings. In fact, rings are a problem. Actually, I could just put on a cheat code to give us just a shit ton of rings. 'Cause that's not the problem here. So yeah, before we end this episode, let's do Chao Karate. Why not? Our boy's very powerful. And we'll just let that one play out that time, unfortunately. We're going to switch characters, though. We will switch characters over to... we'll go back to Wario, because, you know, Wario me favorite. So, of course, we're going to go back to Wario. I was going to say we could go back to Sonic, because that Sonic model is pretty good. But we're actually going to be saying lots of Sonic. We're going to be saying lots of Wario, too. So I am, I guess, just stupidly playing favorites. God, I enjoy the hair messing up a little too much. It's good. Like, I know that the creator of this mod is probably like losing their shit. Like, oh no, the thing doesn't work. Or maybe I just installed it weird or whatever. But it's good. I like the hair being weird. Because you know I'm here to have a fun, weird time with Sonic Adventure 2. And I know I'm not seeing the items here. So maybe they are... Oh, whoops, message from the kindergarten. I didn't mean to do that, actually. And actually, I think I pointed this out at one point that I thought the bulletin board was weird. And apparently it used to do a thing that connected you to the online, and that was really good. Not as good as Knuckles' like bobby eyes, where like they would bob back and forth, which is probably not the best way to describe that. But you know, just Wario walking is always great. And I'm actually going to switch over to Sonic, see if Sonic can get the fruit. Maybe the items are just randomized or whatever. But the bulletin board connected you. This is not the kindergarten. The bulletin board connected you to like the online, because like the black market used to be like an online thing, and then like when Sonic Adventure 2 Battle happened, they had to add it in here because the online thing wasn't set up for that game, I guess. Even though I think there was a thing that let the GameCube do the online, yeah, because there was like Phantasy Star, and stuff like that people played. And yeah, it seems like the items might have a slight randomization. Nope, not what I want to do. Yes, I don't know. Something's up with the Chows, and we're going to have to learn about them. I'm going to cut away, I guess, and see if there's just something I am ultimately missing. I wanted to bounce. I wanted to do the bounce, but don't let me bounce in the lobby. Can I bounce? I can bounce in the garden. Hell yes. This is the best move in the game, by the way. I know we've talked... Oh, did the fruit get smaller again? Yeah, the fruit... Or look, I'm thinking our trees aren't growing properly. I think something... well, okay. Obviously, something has gone wrong with our trees. That's obvious. But I think they're also just not growing correctly. Something has gone horribly awry. I don't know. I'm going to go learn about chows. Holy shit, so I just looked it up. And apparently, we need time to pass in the garden. I assume that this was built on like, oh, you go play a level, you come back and your chow has evolved. Or at least if there was some time aspect to it, like... It, you know, it all worked together, like, oh, you know, going and playing a level's worth this much time or whatever. But apparently, I mean, maybe I only, like, looked... I opened up the first guide I saw and just saw, like, oh, you need to wait 3 hours in the garden. Which seems like a lot of time to have to wait. And I'm very confused if maybe I should have just kept doing research. But I saw that and went, what? Of course it's not working then. Like, we spent a lot of time in the garden, but we haven't spent, 3 hours here. Which strange decision. I did get Hero and Dark Chow on the GameCube version of this, and I just wonder if it was like I wonder if I just left the game on, because I have a bad habit of just leaving a game on. I used to be very good about turning games off, and then one day we had to go very suddenly when I was a small child playing Paper Mario on the Nintendo 64. And I got upset because I was like, no, I'm going to lose all my progress. I can't turn it off. And my dad was just like, well, then just leave it on. And since then, my mind has been ruined. And now I'll just walk away with games on, and then I'll be very confused why I have so many hours in games. It's like, wait, I didn't play that much of that game. Yeah, apparently we just need to let time pass. And we know our sweet little baby boy. We know he's a little sleepy, a little tired. Maybe we should let him sleep. But I do want to do some Chao Karate. So here's what I think we're going to do. I'm going to let time pass. I think I'm just going to leave the game on. Or maybe, no. We'll do Chao Karate now. We'll let time pass and stuff in the next episode, since next episode will probably be the last we do stuff with the Chow, unless there's something really interesting that I don't know about. Which I'm not sure if that's the case or not. But let's just go do some Chao Karate. I think our other boy is stronger. So actually, yeah, maybe if our other boy is stronger, we should wait till next episode. I don't want to pick him up because I think if we pick him up, he'll get some points, and I want him to be evil and stuff. Is there a way that we can check our chows? Like, there's chow data, but we have to hold the chow. Okay, we're only gonna pick him up once. It'll be fine. Oh, actually, Zippy might be more powerful than Chiron now. Let's look at our chow data. Not completely evil, getting there. Chiron's had it rough. Chiron actually has magnitude. I don't believe Zippy had magnitude. Emotions. I guess their joy is low because we don't have like toys or anything fun for them. What was I looking for? I was looking for behavior. Yeah, here's what I wanted to find: how much they liked each character. It's kind of neutral with everybody. Very curious child. Very normal. Normal or naive? Big eater or normal? Carefree or normal? Favorite fruit? Round. Okay, so we got a round. One of our boys likes round. One of our boys likes square. It's a very normal family dynamic. I'm surprised that Zippy suddenly became more powerful. How did that happen? I mean, I guess we've just been giving him all the animals and shit, and I guess I'd like to collect the animals more, so Zippy became stronger than Chiron, because Chiron I'd been kind of, I guess, ignoring for the aesthetic. Zippy ultimately became stronger. So let's just do some Chow Karate to end off the episode, and then maybe next episode we'll get to see some gardens. Oh, if we came in here, we'd be able to see their things. I was so sure that there was somewhere you could see their, like, stats. Zippy is just better at literally everything. Wow. That is... actually, it looks like Zippy's health is level 15, but Chiron has higher health. Maybe we bought Chiron an item at some point that just, like, boosted his health, and we're just going to do a beginner Chow Karate. I tried playing Chow Karate in the messed up first episode thing that I referenced earlier in this very episode. And it's not fun. Like, I played it with, like, an absolute baby Chow. So, like, nothing, like that took, like, 5 minutes. It took so long for them to decide to hit each other. When they did, it did no damage. But now you were coming into, like, beginner with, not a maxed out Chow, but a very, very powerful Chow. So doing Chow Karate would be very easy. But this isn't, like, a game similar to the race, where, like, this is just happening and we have the option to, like, cheer on our Chow. So, like, I can mash A and nothing's happening. There's, like, whenever the heart runs out, we can mash A to, like, power up our child. I do like the competitor Chow names, like Chowlin. That's very good. Also, Omo Chow in the background running back and forth as a referee. I was trying to remember the name referee, and I was only thinking of the word guard, which... referee, they guard the integrity of the sport, the rules, the sanctity. They guard the competitors from hurting themselves and the other competitor. But no, the referee. But yeah, no, Zippy's kicking ass. This took so long before. Chowco, that's a cute name. And also, yeah, the names of our children. I figured out, like, how to rename them, but I'm super happy with just letting the game name them. Especially since we got cute names for them, like Zippy, great name. Sorry, Chiron. But Zippy, Zippy, Stinky Zippy. He's still stinky too. Oh, this one's eggy. Ooh, this is gonna be a difficult challenge. He's still stinky to us, even though he's become our more powerful son. That doesn't mean we love him more. I did at the beginning of the Let's Play be like, no, Chiron, whose name I can't say. Chiron Smiles Peaches, the full name. Which I guess maybe Peaches is just our family name, I guess. So it's Zippy Peaches. I'm guessing is the idea. I don't know why I'm saying I guess it's the idea. I'm the one who's coming up with this canon off the cuff. So what I say go. Oh, this one's doing a little dance. Oh shit, Happy's gonna fucking style on us. We did learn that shake dance at school, and then I never bothered to take him back to school. We got some dumb boys. Maybe our boys Zippy and Chiron are like the himbos of the Chow community. They're very, very hot, very, very dumb. They know how to do a shake dance though, and we won the Chow thing, which is cool. But like as you saw, like I didn't have to do anything there. I mean, granted, I have a very powerful Chow, so. But whenever they run out of a zeal at the bottom, you mash A to like recover it. And oh boy, we even got an emblem for it. So it's like it's not really interesting. Like, we're not doing anything. And it's similar with the race. Like, at least with the race, you know, you have to consider, like, when you're going to use your things. And is the Chao Karate, is it just these 3 things? Like, I'm not doing another one. Press LT or RT. Oh, wait. I want to go back and see what... Like, yeah, there's just these 3 modes. Like, maybe there's, like, a super expert mode or something. Like, if you keep battling. It's interesting, because there were so many... Oh, to select a garden. I see. So, like, yeah, we only have the neutral garden. But if we had other gardens, you could keep your Chao in different gardens. And then you'd be like, oh, well, you know, this boy's in a different boy home. You know, etc., etc. I don't know. Chao Karate, I think it was edition made for... it wasn't in the original Sonic Adventure 2. They added it for Battle. Not really all that great. You know, there's not really much going on there. If it was like a really bare-bones fighting game, like maybe it wouldn't be interesting because it'd be like, oh, this is just a very bare fighting game. But as it is, it's just, you know, you just hope your boy beats the shit out of the other boy. So Chiron, it was like the victor of... Crabpool and Stumo Forest, and I don't know if you have to have the same Chao win every single thing. I'm not sure if that matters all that much because, like, as you can see, like we have like it's still Chiron here, but like that's not the same Chiron. Like, you know, we have like neutral Chiron, and like I think even if like we we did win all of them in the same state as the Chiron. So it's probably just you got to win them all, and then you get like an emblem. So it probably actually wouldn't take that terribly long to win all of the Chao races, do the karate, but I don't really care all that much. I just want our beautiful boys to grow up to be wonderful adults, and if they want to come and race while we're not looking, they can do that. But I don't want to play those because, like I said, I don't find it all that interesting since I don't really have any input. We're just sitting there waiting for our beautiful children to win. But that's it for this episode. Next episode, it's going to be this again, but with the dark characters. See you then.